Here is a video discussing factoring of a quadratic expression. So you got 2x squared plus 3x minus 5. So in general, it's ax squared plus bx plus c. So a is 2, b is 3, and of course c is -5. So what you do, I call the AC method. You multiply a and c, put it up top in the diamond here, put b in the bottom. So our a times c is -10, our b is 3. Now your goal is to find two numbers that multiply to that product and that adds to that number b. So what two numbers multiply -10 add up to 3? Of course, there's -1 and 10, there's -2 and 5, there's 1 and -10, and of course 2 and -5. Of those four options, we're going to go with -2 and 5. Now, if none of those options work, then of course it's not factorable, and we use quad form or completing the square to solve. But fortunately, we did find a pair of integers that work. And technically, you could actually factor anything with like nasty decimals or fractions, but we're talking about integers here, things that come out clean. So -2 and 5 multiply -10 add to 3. Then what I do is I do a box. I make a 2x2 grid. I put the leading term 2x squared in the upper left quadrant. I put the constant -5, the last term, in the lower right quadrant. And the whole point of doing this is to split 3x. So 3x is split as -2 and 5. So you're going to write as -2x and 5x. That's why we did a diamond, to split the middle term. Then you look along each row. You can see what's common between 2x squared and 5x. There's an x. And down below, a -1. And if you think about what do you multiply to x, get the 2x squared, of course, 2x. And 2x times -1 gets me -2x. So I'm feeling good about that. And then lastly, this has to be a 5, because you can factor out 5 along that column between 5x and -5. Or x times 5 is 5x. So now you have it factored, x minus 1 and 2x plus 5. If you were to FOIL it, you get back to the original expression. Then when you solve it, set equal to 0, either x minus 1 equals 0, so x is 1, or 2x plus 5 equals 0, x is -5/2. So that's how you could factor, then solve it for something where the leading term has a coefficient that's not 1. So a is not 1. Like in this case, a is 2. So we got 1 and -5/2. Now, if you so desire, you can also do quad form. Not to tuck it in here. X equals -b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, that's really messy. I apologize about that. And let me erase some things here. So if I do my quad form, x would equal -3 plus or minus square root of b squared, which is 9, minus 4ac, 2 times 2 times -5 all over 2a, which is 2 times 2. So when I clean it up, I get -3 plus or minus root. Now careful, that's 8 times -5 is -40, but 9 minus -40, that's going to be 49, by the way, over 4. So I'm going to put up top here, -3 plus or minus root 49 over 4. Let me erase some more here. That's -3 plus or minus 7 over 4. So it's 4 over 4, or -10 over 4, which gets you 1 and -5/2. So you can do that way also, just so you know. All right, that concludes the video.